From world events to Washington and New York City, here's your concise world update for Friday, January 30th. The Syrian government and Kurdish-led forces agreed to a ceasefire on Friday that outlines the phased integration of Kurdish fighters into state institutions, averting what had threatened to become a bloody confrontation and drawing U.S. praise as a historic milestone. President Donald Trump said on Thursday that he plans to speak with Iran, even as the United States sent another warship to the Middle East, and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said the military is prepared to carry out whatever course of action the president chooses. Venezuela's acting president, Delcy Rodriguez, on Thursday signed a law opening the country's oil industry to private and foreign investment, easing state control to lure investors. China's Coast Guard carried out 134 patrol operations around the disputed Senkaku Islands over the past 5 years. President Donald Trump is expected to announce his choice to replace Jerome Powell as chair of the Federal Reserve on Friday and is likely to select Kevin Warsh. Trump's border czar could scale back the number of federal immigration enforcement officers operating in Minnesota, but only if state and local officials cooperate and protesters stop interfering with agents. A Minnesota man has been charged with impersonating an FBI agent in an apparent attempt to secure the release of Luigi Mangione from a federal jail in Brooklyn. The death toll continued to climb across parts of the southern United States as brutal cold lingered in the aftermath of a massive winter storm. President Donald Trump and Senate Democrats reached a tentative agreement to fund the federal government ahead of a Friday midnight deadline for a partial shutdown, but the deal ran into delays Thursday night as senators failed to move quickly toward a vote. A prominent left-leaning think tank is calling for increased spending on policing, underscoring a broader effort by Democrats to shed the defund the police label and adopt a tougher posture on crime. House Republican leaders are planning votes next Wednesday on a pair of contempt of Congress resolutions targeting former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz says he is finished running for elected office, marking a definitive end to a political career. New York City police on Thursday charged a Brooklyn man with reckless endangerment and attempted assault after he repeatedly rammed his car into the Chabad Lubavitch World Headquarters, a prominent Jewish institution. Mayor Zoran Mamdani said Wednesday that his administration needs more time before moving ahead with an expansion of a housing voucher program he championed during his campaign. The New York City Council voted Thursday to override a series of vetoes by former Mayor Eric Adams, enacting laws that expand protections for rideshare drivers, allow more street vendors to operate legally, and ease property tax burdens for homeowners who struggle to pay. The New York City Council on Thursday announced the creation of a new task force to combat anti-Semitism, moving ahead of Mayor Zoran Mamdani as city leaders respond to a series of recent incidents targeting Jewish New Yorkers. U.S. stocks fell on Thursday, but paired earlier losses after a tech-led sell-off eased, as investors digested earnings from mega-cap companies and growing concerns over the scale of artificial intelligence spending. A new wave of corporate cost-cutting is falling hard on American workers, as some of the country's largest companies move to undo years of rapid hiring. From the Middle East to Wall Street, you're up to date.